I budgeted the money that teachers get as a pay raise when they complete their master's to make my student loan payments. If they put a freeze on the salary schedule, I'm not going to have that money to make my student loan payments. It seems to me that it's saying we don't value higher education and all the hard work you've been putting on doesn't matter, because now that I've got the education, I've improved my instruction, I'm not even going to be able to pay for the education I got.
This next year, our 2 6th grade classes at my school will be at 34 and 35 students in a portable. And the impact it has on my students is these general ed teachers aren't going to want to have my students who are in special ed mainstream into their classes because, first of all, they don't have the room, and second of all, when do they have the time to give my students what they need when they're educating 34 and 35 other students?
You are all guests in this conversation tonight.
So who's here? Raise your hand if you're a parent. Raise your hand if you're a student. Raise your hand if you're passionate about public schools.
I want to say, if they say they have not heard you, it's because they are not listening. You have been to our offices. I've had the emails come through. I've seen all of you work, your representatives and your senators. I know you're doing the job.
I'm a freshman legislator, so I've got a lot to learn. I came here to listen tonight.
I left industry to become a teacher because I wanted to make a difference. I became a teacher in 2002. I got my master's in 2006. I became a nationally board certified teacher in 2010, all to improve education for our kids. We want you, our representatives, to go back and influence your peers and take back these stories that you're hearing from us. You see our faces now. You see the love that we have for our kids and how much time we invest in them. We're not doing this for the money, but we do need to live.
I just completed my master's degree in literacy. I am here because I hope we will put our children and our future first. My fear is that we will put our present before our future, and we will sacrifice what we want now for what is best for our society and our communities.
If you freeze the COLA, it's permanent. It's like the opposite of compounding interest. It will cost us for the rest of our career hundreds of thousands of dollars. We maybe give up thousands now, but it shouldn't be forever. Cut our pay by cutting the days. Let us teach as well as we can for as many days as you can afford. You cut 5 days, you cut 10 days, you cut 15 days, but when the economy improves, then you can add back in a day here, and a day here, and a day here, and bring it back.
We have the 3rd worst class size in the nation, and I really fear for those kids next year. And I think about my son, and I picture him being one of 3rd in a kindergarten classroom and one of 3rd in a 1st grade classroom. And I just worry about what education is going to be like for him.
I'm in favor of new teachers, but I'm not in favor of ripping experienced teachers. Experience does count. I have a passion for all those people out there that are supporting this idea. I see it as an end run to get rid of unions, and I see it as a situation. If we look at Bill Gates, who's one of the big sponsors of this, that's one of his favorite things. I want to ask Mr. Gates, and if you guys ever see him, ask him this. Bill, you have a surgery on your heart. Are you going to go to the first-year resident, or are you going to go to the cardiac surgery and get the surgery done?
My question is, why can't we have more funding to raise more money for more tutoring?
It is in our best interest to get involved. When I found out that because my children have a dental plan, and because of that, that has crushed our nation's economy, my thought was WTF? Where's your funding?
Low class size with more teachers fixes everything. Washington State does not vote. We Washington State is not broke. And beating down the teachers over it is totally immoral.